Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As all of you know, I have not been posting for a couple of weeks, and if you follow my community page, you know that I have not been feeling well and I have been in the hospital. So I'm really just making this video now to just give everyone an update and tell, exactly what happened. And, just before I get back to regular posting again, I feel like it does need to be addressed. And so I just put this on here for all of you, especially my friends on here, because I feel like y'all deserve to know where I've been. So I'm just going to play a bunch of my YouTube shorts on here while I explain what happened. So I'm just going to tell all of you, where I've been. Okay, so since I was about 10, I have always struggled with really, really bad headaches. But, I've just sort of thought, maybe they were just migraines, or for a while we thought they were sinus headaches. But I just sort of, brush them off, and I can usually sleep them off, and they would get pretty bad, but for a while they would go away and then they would come back. So last Friday I woke up and it was typical. I could sort of feel the headache coming on, and so I just did what I normally do, just acted normal and just sort of tried to brush it off. And we went shopping that day, and as soon as I got into the car, I just felt awful. It was like I don't know how to explain it. It hit me. It was worse than usual. And so again, I've always really had really bad headaches, so I just figured I was just having a bad one, and, I was just going to have to deal with it. But we got to a restaurant, and I couldn't eat. I was sort of zoned out, and the pain was just unbearable. And so I couldn't really eat anything, and we went to a store, and I wasn't looking, I wasn't doing anything, I was just ready to get out of there. And so we were on our way home, but we made one more stop, and I decided to sit in the car. And while I was in the car, I was just nauseated, and I got sick. And I was getting sick for about 5 hours every 20 minutes. So finally, I decided that, I needed to go to the emergency room. So my parents, they took me, and I went to the emergency room, and they weren't very nice there. They didn't give me any answers. They just said I had a migraine, and they said I was dehydrated, and they sent me home. They didn't give me anything. The only thing they did was just, help me with the nausea. And so the next day I was home, and I still felt really, really bad, but the headache wasn't quite as bad. And so, they had said I was dehydrated, so I drank a lot trying to get, rehydrated. And about, maybe 7 o'clock that night, the really bad headache started again, and I was really, really sick. So we started reading up online, and we found something called cluster headaches. And so we started to, look into that, and it said oxygen helps. So I got an oxygen tank, and I have to use that now. And it helped relieve it a little bit, but I went to sleep, and I woke up the next morning and we decided that I was going to go to a specialist hospital with, neurologists and all the things there, to really rule out if it was something, life-threatening or not. And so we got there and went to the emergency room side of it, and they asked me a lot of questions. They gave me lots of tests. I got extensive labs done, MRI, CAT scans, basically everything, and the symptoms were a lot like someone who had come in just recently with a brain tumor. And so they were thinking along the lines of, okay, this is a brain tumor. So I got all of the necessary scans, and I was good. No brain tumor, no brain bleeds, no aneurysms, and I was so thankful. I really am blessed. But, I had no peripheral vision, and the thing is, when I get the headaches, I can't see very well. I have perfect 20/20 vision, except when I get the headaches, it gets to 20/50, so I can't see very well at all when I get them, and I can't focus. So my eye will droop, and I was starting to have numbness in my arm and my face. I just couldn't feel as well on that side. So we were all worried that it was something very, very, very serious, and I was very, very blessed that it was not. And so they still, had to get to the bottom of, okay, if it's not something like that, what is causing this? So they did have me stay, and I had a whole team of neurologists there. They were wonderful. And they all consulted together, and I saw optometrists, so eye doctors, everything like that. And basically, they come and they tell me I have cluster headaches and complex migraines, which cluster headaches are a very, very, very severe type of headache that occurs in one side of the head and on one eye. So they're very bad, but there's not much treatment for them. So the oxygen that I use, it does help, and I'm grateful for that. But as far as medications, there aren't many things right now. But what I really have to do is I have a diet change. So there's a lot of things I can't eat, like processed foods. I can't have sodas or caffeine or coffee or anything like that. I am on my phone or computer or anything like that very rarely. I have to be very conscious and monitor myself. Strong smells, I have to be careful of those. There's a lot of things that can trigger it. Bright lights. So I'm being very conscious, but the biggest thing is I have to drink a lot of water, and that seems to help a lot. So I haven't been drawing, much, because I'm just trying to be getting back to normal. And they wanted to keep me longer there, but, I just really wanted to go home, and they said, okay, you can go home. But, I wasn't 100. But, I'm doing better. And, this Friday I did have a bad attack, but not as bad before. And I had to go to the hospital. And since then, I have not had one, and I am very grateful of that. And I've been feeling much better, and I'm going to be trying to post regular again. And so, yeah, that's where I've been, and I've missed you guys so much, and I really do appreciate all the prayers and everyone on my community page just telling me they're praying for me and hoping I get better. And, you know, I'm just grateful it was not something, life-threatening. And I'm going to do my best to get to 100%, and hopefully we can find something that can keep them away permanently. But I will be keeping you guys updated. And if I don't post and I get an attack, I'll definitely let you know, okay, this is why I'm not on here. I don't really want to keep you guys in the dark. But I appreciate all of you guys. And thank you for watching if you made it to the end of this video. And I will start back posting with my shorts soon and be back to drawing. And, you guys are awesome. Thank you.